Madam Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, this day has always been very special to me, and I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak this morning. You know, Martin Luther King Jr. Day was always my favorite day of the year when I was in school because it provided an opportunity to honor an American hero and bring everyone together. As a school, we did our best to honor Dr. King's legacy. It mattered to us. Every year we would sing Melba Moore's Lift Every Voice and Sing. And if we were in person together on the floor today, Madam Speaker, I might suggest we do the same today. At the same time, if you've heard my caucus sing Happy Birthday over Zoom or Teams, you would probably thank me for not making them sing anything at all. Clearly, their talents lie elsewhere, but I digress. In all seriousness, this is an important day for our nation and for all of us who care deeply about the living value of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's a day to reflect not just on the past, but on the future. Dr. King was a giant of a man. He was fearless in the face of some of the worst persecutions a person can possibly endure. And he was ultimately murdered for relentlessly pursuing a future for our country in which it lived up to the promise of equal rights for all. Many in this chamber remember exactly where you were on April 4th, 1968. It's forever seared into your memory. Last year, when I was in Tennessee for my brother's wedding, I went to the Lorraine Motel in Memphis where Dr. King was assassinated. As I stood there, I remember thinking about how far we've come since that day, but also how much more work there is left to do. And it is critical that we do this work together. We must learn together and grow together and give each other grace. Too little grace is one of the many things plaguing our nation right now. We talk over each other. We get egged on by the loudest voices in the room. We seized on perceived gotcha moments, shutting down debate in the process and further entrenching people in their respective sides. We are hopelessly addicted to divisiveness, and it's ruining us. Every year since 2001, polling data from Gallup has asked the following question. Would you say relations between white and Black people are very good, somewhat bad, or very bad? Last year, the number of white and Black adults who answered very or somewhat good dropped to the lowest levels since Gallup began taking the question 20 plus years ago. This is a devastating development. I believe all of us were uniquely and wonderfully made by a creator that loves us more than we can possibly imagine. If only we could love each other the way he loves us. I know the issue of race is a difficult one. It's always been in our country. I have to acknowledge that. But we as lawmakers cannot contribute to the divisiveness. We have to come together. I understand the politics involved in what we do. I understand the risk of giving credit to the other side for anything. But you can't fix what's broken if you're the one breaking the pieces. So let's come together this session and remember there is so much more that unites us than divides us. Let's honor the life and legacy of Dr. King by using the unique gifts, talents, and abilities God has given us to work with one another on the most difficult of issues and make a positive difference for our state. I know we can do this, and I'm so thankful that you've given the opportunity, that I've been given the opportunity to serve this body and work with each of you. It's truly an honor. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.